Good morning, one and all. This is Pujit Ananchai from CSCC, holding a roll number 19951A05 Today, my presentation is about output subsystem interfacing. Input-output subsystem. I/O subsystem controls all I/O devices. Basic functions include issuing commands to devices, handling interrupts from devices, responding to errors from devices. I/O addresses. Most computers use a special address space for I/O. Clock uses addresses 040 to 043 on PC. Floppy disk uses addresses 3FO to 3F7 on PC. Controllers use these addresses to communicate with the CPU by accepting commands such as read, write, seek, format, etc. Interrupt request lines IRQs. Controllers use interrupts to tell the CPU that they are ready to perform tasks. A hardware interrupt request line is an input to the interrupt controller chip. IBM PC has 15 IRQs available for devices. Each IRQ is mapped on an interput vector which locates an interrupt service routine. DMA Direct memory access is supported by most controllers that work with block devices. Principles of I/O software. Device independence. Interface of the I/O software should not depend on the hardware design. Uniform naming. Device name should be a string of characters, not dependent on the device itself. Error handling. Errors should be detected and corrected at the lowest possible layer of the subsystem. Asynchronous I/O. CPU should be able to instruct the controller to perform specific I/O operations and go off to do something else until an interrupt arrives. Shareable and dedicated devices. The I/O subsystem should support both dedicated devices such as a keyboard and shareable devices such as disks. Layers of the I/O software. User level software, device independent OS software, device drivers, interrupt level software. Interrupt handlers. Interrupts are necessary for efficient use of the system resources. The interrupt handler routines handle interrupts associated with device. Interrupts ought to be completely transparent to user processors. The user process should block until the requested I/O is completed. Device drivers contain all device dependent code. Issue the commands to the device controllers and check if these commands are carried out properly. Device drivers accept abstract requests from the device independent software and translate them into the language understood by the controller and the device. Device independent software. Device independent software usually is a part of the file system. Its main function is to perform the I/O functions that are common to all devices and to provide a uniform interface to the user level software such as naming protection, defining device independent block size, buffering device, and storage allocation and deallocation and error. User space software. Library procedures and functions are used by application software to communicate with devices. Example, studio.h header file is necessary to use library functions associated with standard I/O. Printf, scanf, read, write, seek are all library functions. Another important features of the I/O subsystem is spoiling. Thank you.